Hey, somebody.
What up, though, somebody?
This is Built for This. I am Jazz Marie.
And I am Coach RJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Today we are going to be talking about discussing should marriage be discussed on the first date? Or should marriage be talked about on the first date? Should marriage be talked about on the first date? So in the comments, please provide your answer or what do you think, what you feel. And we're going to just discuss what we think or what we feel. And off of that, we're going to kind of share our experience in the midst of that, but give our answer. So let's get right into it. Should marriage be talked about on the first date?
Yes.
Why?
Yes,
Why do
it
you
should.
say yes?
I say yes because what is the end game of it all? Like, what's the point?
So what is the the point of dating? What is the purpose of dating? What is the principle of dating?
What is the principle of dating?
What
like
is it?
If you looking,
What is the point
the principle of dating is marriage. It's
Period.
marriage. This is what God wants. This is what God needs, and especially for the men. I would say the man because, we all know in the Bible it say, a man finds his wife. Not a woman finds her husband.
Yes.
That's not how it go. And pretty much like that is what God needs. That is what God wants for us to be married under the covenant of God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And we have to remember that. We have to keep that in mind. Now, if you out here just dating, just whore hopping, I ain't gonna say the cuss word because I'm doing a great job with not swearing so much. But if you out here just whore hopping, pretty much you just slowly killing yourself.
Just say that and don't say that you're
just
dating,
say that and just say that
dating.
you're not dating. Yeah,
because you're not dating.
And also we have to keep in mind what are we doing to ourselves when we out here, dating or, well, I'm gonna just say dating. I ain't gonna get to the negative. Just because.
Situationshipping.
Right. We really draining ourselves, and it's mentally and physically just harming us, and we don't see that, and we carrying on this pattern, and it becomes automatic. No, it become automatic. Like, this is what you do every day. Kind of like you wake up every morning. Yeah, it's a regular thing that you do every day. Same example as you waking up, brushing your teeth. It's like, yes, you constantly keep doing it because it's like your mind is programmed to do that. And it's time to unprogram our mindset and living in the way of the world. And we should live in the way of what God want and need for us to do. Let's do it God's way. Let's not do it the worldly way. Because the worldly way, all it is sending you in a 360. And you keep wondering why this, why that, why this not working, why is this not working, why is that? Because you trying it the same way, or you can sit up here and do it differently, but you just switching up the patterns, but it's still the same result. It's still the same result. So why don't you just do a complete 180 and let's try God's way? And as in, stay off these dating apps. Go out, talk to people, meet people. I ain't during the daytime. I was telling my wife, like, don't do it at night, do it at daytime. Because as a kid, we was growing up, my grannies always say, baby, don't nothing good happen at night. And I was like, yeah, I see now. But, and then also, too, when you go on these dates, it don't have to be, what'd you say, baby, extravagant, expensive.
It don't have to be, you could say extravagant or expensive. It doesn't, you could take me to go get a coffee. I want to see you go take me to get a smoothie, a acai bowl. Like, let's go to a coffee shop. Be willing to do that. I'm saying let's, and I'm not dating no more, but that is where I was like, I need to see you during the daylight, and when you we part ways. You do what you're doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's it. Like, we're not going to elongate this. We done left the date and then now we texting each other for the rest of the day and stuff like that. No, I have stuff to do. I'm sure you do too. But I want to piggyback off of what you said when we think of why stuff not working. So things don't work in our lives, or they're not working because we're trying to take what God said, what his intentions were, his principles, what he said it was. We're trying to take that and take him out of it. So we want that, but we don't want him We don't want him in it, but we want that. So
it's like you picking what you want.
Yes. So that's why it's not working. That's why we in these 360s, these 180s, we thinking we're switching up a routine, but it's all, the outcome is the same, like you just said.
And then also too, to add on to that, when you're dating, you got this ideal of the person that you want to be with. And that's how come it's not working. Like, you got that person what you want, that ideal guy, that ideal woman. And then after like maybe 3 months in, and 3 months, I call it a probation period, you like, oh, I'm so tired of him, or oh, I'm so tired of her. And it's like, this is what you asked for. So that's why I say 180, switch it up.
Okay. So to answer, for me, my answer to the question is the same. Yes, the question is, should dating be talked about on the first date? I say absolutely. I agree. And I say absolutely because that's what our first date was. That's what we're getting into. This is what we did or talked about on our first date. So why should it be talked about on the first date? In my opinion, because we have to get to a point where, or I know that's the point I was at. You have to get to a point where you're tired of playing. You're tired of wasting your time. You're tired of wasting time, period. You know, that's not something that's appeasing to you anymore, or you realize that's what's been happening and it can no longer happen. So when you get to that point, because that's where I was in a way, you get serious about yourself. You get serious about this. If I'm saying I want marriage, I'm getting serious about the next relationship I'm gonna be in. So you get serious about it. And I believe, excuse me y'all, my throat, I'm under the weather a little bit. I believe that when you talk about marriage on the first date, aka your intentions in what we're doing or what's to happen with us, what we're trying to build, or how we're moving forward, when you are intentional in that, it gives the person a option to say, yes, I want to do this, or no. Like, if we took that mindset on our first dates, or just, if that was the mindset, we would not be wasting all of our time, or a lot of time. If you go into it and say, okay, so my goal in this is marriage. What is your goal?
Right.
And you hear what they say, and you got to say it like, well, I said it straight up like that. Honestly, when it came time for my husband, so I was previously dating saying that. When I got to the date with my husband, I was like, okay. At that point, I was like, I'm tired of these dates. I've been dating. I've been doing like a speed dating. That's what people said. When I told them I was doing, they said I was doing speed dating. So I was like, okay. Went in it with no expectations. He led the conversation. He started talking. He said everything that I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to say, well, I want marriage. And, it's like, I'm tired of saying this routine, or tired of, I was just, like I said, expecting nothing, and just was like, okay, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. He was the one that was like, I want this is what I see. I think I only asked, what do you see yourself in the next few years? Like, what do you think you'll be doing? I think that was the only thing I asked. He said everything out of his mouth. And I was like, in my mind, my mouth dropped. Like, then I was like, there's no way. So then I tried to talk myself out of it, or think my way out of it after the date. There's no way that he knew exactly what I was going to say, or he knew the answers to my questions. There's no way. I was thinking this to myself. And I had to go to God and talk to him about it and all that, because it was just like, what? Like, there's no way. So, like I said, yes, because the purpose or the point of dating is marriage. Now, if that's not your point or the primary reason or the principle, then don't say it's dating. It's not dating. Or you're not that's not what it is. You just out here, you just here for a good time, not for a long time. Just say that. Now, like I said, when you tell a person on the first day or y'all have this conversation, it leaves you able to just say, can I deal with this or not? I could walk away or not. Versus all the lying that be going on, or the tell them what they want to hear. You're doing that. You done made up this whole person that you're not on the date. And then after the fact, the actions are the opposite of what you said. So again, it saves time. Yeah. If a person say, "Oh no, I'm good. Cause this was happening when I was dating. I'm good," or it's like, "No, I don't see myself getting married," or "No, I didn't think about that. I already knew." Next in my head, yeah, I finished the date, but I knew it was done because God told me I was somebody's wife. So you said that next. You couldn't be the one. You're not the one he was talking about. So I was able to move on. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah, and then also, I was gonna say too. Also, when going back to what I said, a man finds his wife. Women, you guys have to straight up. We do not give us no type of sympathy, remorse, and all like that. Hold us accountable.
Set the standard.
Set the standard. Hold us accountable for it, because a wise man once told us that a woman could go into a grocery store and they undecided on what they want, so they just pick, whatever. Now, a man go in a grocery store, he know exactly what he want, exactly what he need, and he come out just like that. So why is it hard for him to sit up here and, choose a wife?
Because he don't want to.
So, and when that happens,
ain't trying to.
When that happens and that goes along, and I'm saying, like, if you're in a relationship or if you guys are dating for a very, very long time, whatever, you got to cut him off, let him go, because he's playing games, because honestly, he know what's up. He know what's going on. He's just trying to have his cake and ice cream, trying to eat it too, and that's not right, and that's not fair for you, because time is being wasted, and that time could be used doing something purposefully in your life, and aka getting closer to God and asking God, okay, what it is that you need me to do. Like, this person is whatever, what it is that you need, or can you take my mind off this person? Yeah, he hurt me and that was messed up. He could have told me this. Don't pray nothing bad for him, just pray for him. And I say that because women get really emotional and get emotional. They like, oh, I want him to feel this, so just pray for him. And fellas, man, y'all, real talk, y'all need to get y'all act together, because you gotta understand. You have to understand, man, we are the leaders of the household, and we have to set the example not only for ourselves and for other men, but for the men that we are raising. We gotta set the example, because we can't keep going on saying, do as I say, don't do as I do, because that don't work, as you can see in the generations, how we grew up. So ladies, hold us accountable. You know what I'm saying? Call us out on our bull. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Be bold, be firm with it. Even if you're a woman that don't like confrontation, just simply just say, no, I can't deal with you, in a text. I can't deal with you. Sorry. Have a good life. And then just going about your business. And, we have to understand that this is not what God wants us to be bouncing around, whatever. God wants us to build this marriage, because this is what was created from the beginning. Yeah, from the beginning. And once you create that marriage, then you build from that. I said it in one of the, I think it was either one of the lives or one of the other videos, is that, when we, men and women, we have a light. Our light is bright, our light shine. But when we come together as one, as a covenant under God, the Son and the Holy Spirit, that light shines so bright. Can't nobody take that away except for you. And the only way that you take that away is by bringing people into your marriage. And AKA, I'm speaking of the enemy. They could work through family, they could work through friends, co-workers, whatever, you know, or what you see on TV and what you hear. And also in your thoughts too, you know, when you thinking, oh, okay, he said he said he's supposed to come back home at this time. What's going on? And then you start blowing up the person's phone, and he like, you know, he got an answer for it, and it's justifiable, and you just like, nah. That's just the enemy playing in your thoughts. So I know I went on along with that, but the whole purpose of dating is to build a marriage, to have a family, to show what the kingdom marriage is about.
Yeah, so God get the glory through your marriage. That's
right.
The point of marriage. So you date to marry. And all that to say that dating can be easy. It don't have to be hard. We making it hard. That's going to be another video. I'm going to talk about what I did or how we dated. We can kind of share our experience of what we were doing, how we were dating before we met, and then once we came along. So it doesn't have to be hard, but we have to understand that once relationship with God, that's what he wants. When we have a relationship with God, he will guide us and lead us into whatever. So I have plenty of videos where I said God told me I was somebody's wife. So that is how I based my dating life after that point. Okay, God said I was somebody's wife. So based on what these people said on this date, I can weed them out. Like, it can't be you. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. But also, when we date, it could be easy. We'll talk about that on the next day. Next video, like I said, I was going to say where you're not settling. You're not dating one person. You need to date multiple people and don't touch them. Date multiple people so that it is easy to weed people out. That's another way. And then you're so distracted because you're dating, you spending time with God, he's leading you, he's telling you whatever this is, but you're not touching them. So it's easier. When we touch people, that's part of the problem. So I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there because like I said, that's a whole nother video. We'll talk about that, settling versus waiting.
But honestly, with all being said in conclusion, that marriage should be talked about, you know, on the first date when dating.
Right now.
And also, males, we need to stop playing games. Ladies, hold these men accountable on their bull.
And stop playing games too.
And stop playing games too. You know, stop giving us leeway. Stop giving us leeway and stop, letting us slide, I remember when I was growing up, they said that's a slippery slope. Ain't no slippery slope. You don't get no passes. You got to hit them hard like a linebacker. Like, boom.
That's what I was doing.
Jump. Yeah, that's what she was doing. But
I don't like when you say it like that.
But it was necessary.
Yeah.
And
but it'd be like,
but it was necessary. And when I got hit hard with that, I'm a date, so you should date. That's when I was like, nope. Boom, cut everybody off, and I was like, nah, I'm doing that. But again, in conclusion, marriage, that's the whole purpose of dating. Set the standard, ladies, when it comes to what are you looking for. And I don't mean your ideal guy, because all you doing is putting yourself in a whole 360. Do a 180. Try something different. Don't do it in the worldly way. Do it in God's way.
I say don't even look for a guy. I mean, don't have a whatever, because God is going to send you who you need.
Yeah, don't have a perspective.
He's going to send who you need spiritually, like the spiritual attributes. It's not going to be physical. And now remember, that's what I talked to God about. I know this ain't got nothing to do with physical. I don't even want to talk about that. But this is what I need you to pick him, and this is what I need. He need to believe in you, things like that. So. Relationship with God. We have a relationship with God. That's the other thing.
Have a relationship with God.
We won't have to go through all these extra things.
Right. And then when you guys come together and everything works out, always keep God in it. Keep God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit
Front,
in it.
center, back,
All that.
a top, bottom,
Right. Foundation.
overhead, front, back, center. That's everywhere. We covered. That's a whole shield.
Do not let nobody in your marriage, even your friend. Don't let nobody in your marriage and nothing like that. Whatever you guys have going on. I mean, doing the dating. I'm sorry, not marriage, but doing the dating process. Whatever you have going on, just keep it
between you and God. Or talk to God about it. Yeah, and if
Right.
you do have to feel like you need to talk to somebody, make sure you're paying attention to who you talk to.
Yeah, and make sure you listen. Hear what the triggers, the words that you know that, not saying trigger or set you off, but the trigger words that'll be like, why is this person asking so much? But I'm gonna just stop right there. But again, like, that's the whole purpose of dating. Fellas, stop playing games. Stop it. We're supposed to be leaders. We are made to lead. We're supposed to be supposed to be kings.
A covering. Yep. A covering.
But we not showing that. So it's a lot of us that's stepping up, but it's not enough that's just coming up out that darkness that we are in, and then stepping into the light that God gave you, and just saying, hey, I'm done with it. Let me be about God. Let me be about His will, His way. So with all being said, babe, you got anything else you want to add? Okay.
Thank y'all for watching. Share this with someone that you feel may need it. Subscribe to our channel. We are here talking about marriage with God, marriage with Jesus, marriage with your spouse, and your marriage or your relationship with God is what will make your relationships work throughout your life. That's where it starts. That's what's built for this man.
That covenant.
So, yes, we will talk to y'all soon, and we pray y'all have a great day. Love y'all.
Till then,
bye.
God bless.